I just got involved with the Foundation for Economic Education. So I wrote this little article up on Poland's prospects for the future. They liked it at the Freeman, and it was published. Well, out of the blue, I get this phone call from this gentleman here in Birmingham, Nelson Nash. I didn't know him, but I found out he was a big supporter of fee and knew Leonard Read. Then Nelson invited me to one of his seminars that he was doing. This was even well before he published his book. So I went to the seminar, and I sat and listened through it. I began to think through Nelson's strategy, and I thought, well, you know, this makes sense.
I remember handing Robert Nelson's book. At that time, I had started to make a connection with what Nelson was talking about in his book and what I saw was happening, you know, within the economy, also in light of the Federal Reserve and fractional reserve banking.
I first met Carlos in 2008, and it was right when things started really falling apart with the financial sector and the bailouts and so forth, so it was really a good time for me to be exposed to the infinite banking concept that offered a way out for American households from the tsunami that was about to be unleashed on them. At first, my first reading of it, I thought this guy Nash is either a genius or a fool, and I couldn't decide. Every page I'd flip my opinion. And then after reading it a couple times and just thinking it more, talking with Carlos, I came to realize that, no, this guy's onto something. There's something here.
My name is James Neathery. I'm a life insurance agent and financial advisor in Fort Worth, Texas. Have been in business for over 21 years. I was 14 years as a life insurance agent before I had been exposed to Nelson Nash, the infinite banking concept. And when I finished reading that book, I literally was angry. 14 years in the life insurance industry, moderately successful, at least $1 million roundtable producer, participating in organizations and had affiliations and designations, and I had never heard of this concept. On the back of the book, there's a phone number. So the next morning, I got up and I called that phone number to order about 10 books because I wanted to take these books to my clients, some of my clients. And lo and behold, Nelson Nash himself answers the phone. And he says, son, I do 10-hour seminars all across the country. You need to get yourself to one. And I did, but the next one wasn't coming up for another several weeks. I ordered the books. He sent them to me. I took them to my clients. I gave them away. And out of the 10, I think only about 5 read the book. And out of the 5 that read the book in its entirety, every one of them said, I can't believe I've never heard of this.